जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So we continue reading from Bhagavad Gita, second chapter, 48th verse. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. Yogastha means with the connection, equipoised. Yogastha means equipoised. Kuru karmani, do your activities. Sangam tyaktva dhananjaya, leaving out your attachments. Siddhya asiddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Siddha asiddhyo means whether you become succeeded or failure. Samatvam yoga uchyate. Yoga means samatva. Perform your duty equipoised, Arjun, abandoning and all attachment success or failure. Such an equanimity is called yoga. Being situated in Nishkam Karma Yoga, please perform your duties, giving up attachment and being equal to success and failure. To conquer all well, such equal mindedness is called yoga. Okay. So Krishna tells Arjuna that he should act in yoga. Yoga means, all of us know that yoga means yuja, comes from yuga, yuja dhatu, connection. Yoga means to concentrate the mind upon the Supreme by controlling the ever-disturbing senses. And who is the Supreme? The Supreme is the Lord. And because he himself is telling to Arjuna to fight, Arjuna has nothing to do with the results of the fight. Gain or victory are Krishna's concern. Arjuna is simply advised to act according to the direction of Krishna. Following Krishna's dictation is real yoga, and this is practiced in the process called Krishna consciousness. By Krishna consciousness only one can give up the sense of proprietorship. One has to become the servant of Krishna, a servant of Krishna. This is the right way to discharge the duty in Krishna consciousness, which alone can help one to act in yoga. So one has to be servant of Krishna, not servant of Maya, but servant of Krishna. Arjuna is a Kshatriya. As such, is practicing the Varnashrama institution. Varna means Kshatriya. So the Guru is supposed to do his duty. It is said that the Vishnu Purana, Varnashrama Dharma, the whole aim is to satisfy Vishnu. No one should satisfy himself as a rule in the material world, but should satisfy Krishna. So unless one satisfies Krishna, one cannot correctly observe the principles of Varnashrama Dharma. Indirectly, Arjuna is advised to act as Krishna told him. Yes. So I'm going to read Purport.
Yes. With this verse, Krishna starts teaching the method of Nishkama Karma. Acting in this way, seeing victory and defeat as equal. So Arjuna, you should perform your duty of fighting. This performance of Nishkama Karma Yoga transforms into Jnana Yoga. Jnana Yoga should be understood from the previous and latter portion of the work. Balle Vidya Vishnu Purport.
The performance of Nishkam Karma Yoga transforms into Jnana Yoga. So when we render Nishkam Karma Yoga, then we get Jnana, the study of the Bhakti. That Bhakti to Jnana will become study, right? So Jnana Yoga should be understood from the previous and later portions of the work. Previous and later portions of the work means before doing some act, why am I doing? For what purpose I am doing? After doing the act, we give the results to Krishna in consciousness, like that. Jnana will come eventually. Yes.
In this verse, the Lord explains his previous statements. Giving up desires for results and thoughts of being the doer. Being situated in yoga performs the duties as fighting. By desiring results, you become entangled in Maya. By thinking yourself the doer, you steal the quality of independence which belongs to the Lord. By this identity as doer, you end up in opposition to the Lord's Maya. Therefore, you should give up these two conceptions. The Lord then explains the word yogastha. Yoga means to be situated with equality, being without attachment or repulsion to the results, perform the action. Yoga in the phrase yogastha, yogastaha, I take to mean being equal to all events because it takes the form of intense concentration of mind.
Yogastha means like situated in yoga. So I take to mean being equal in all situations. That is Krishna saying this. Lord experience. Yogastha. Okay. So it doesn't have anything to do with the results. You just need to render the service. That's what is being spoken by Krishna. Durena hyaparam karma buddhi yoganthananjaya buddhau sharanam anvicha krupana phalahetabaha. Krupana, when the misers are phalaheta, they're too much after results. Udananja keep all environmental activities far distant by devotion service. And in that consciousness surrender unto Lord. Those who want to enjoy the fruits of their action, the fruit of their work, are misers. Conquer of wealth, actions which with the desire are far inferior to Nishkama Karma. Surrender to this Buddhi Yoga or Nishkama Karma Yoga. Both are same only in one sense. Nishkama Karma Yoga and Buddhi Yoga both are same. Those who seek the result from their work are wretched. Like what I was saying. Why wretched? Because they receive bondage. When they are working, means they are acting with the desire of the result. No, what is like that? They become attached to the result. They become bound by the result. They become the doers of their activity. They are entitled to get the fruits of their activity. What is activity? If it is activity is done for one's own sense gratification, that ends only in my misery. So misery will also come to that person. Actions with the desire are far inferior to Nishkama Karma. Surrender to Buddhi Yoga, Nishkama Karma Yoga, those who seek the results from their work are same, almost same translation. Nikhil wrote in the purport.
Yes, bro. One who has actually come to understand one's constitutional position as an eternal servitor of the Lord gives up all engagements save working in Krishna consciousness. As already explained, Buddhi Yoga means transcendental loving service to the Lord. Buddhi Yoga means transcendental loving service to the Lord. Buddhi Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, bro.
The Buddhi Yoga is only same as Nishkama Karma Yoga. It's just next to Bhakti only, please.
Okay. I already explained. Buddhi Yoga means transcendental loving service.
You understood? Last verse we read, no?
Bro.
In the last verse, Krishna is telling the Nishkama Karma Yoga, Buddhi Yoga, both are same only, right?
Bro.
Now, what is Buddhi Yoga or Bhakti Yoga? Buddhi Yoga is almost like Bhakti Yoga only. Buddhi Yoga, Nishkama Karma Yoga, next to Bhakti only. Yesterday we talked about that. Correct?
Yes, bro.
What is the difference? Nishkama Karma Yoga person gives up the fruits.
Gives up the fruits but does not offer to Krishna.
May or may not offer to Krishna.
May or may.
Gives up the fruits. You may give to Krishna, you may give to somebody else. Just to, because I don't want to be entangled, so I give up the fruits.
Then how come it is close to Bhakti Yoga, bro? If he is giving up the fruits, he may or may not. If
he just gives the fruits to Krishna, Bhagavat Arpita Nishkama Karma Yoga is Bhakti Yoga, no?
Bhagavat Arpita Nishkama Karma Yoga. No, only Nishkama Karma Yoga is not Bhakti Yoga.
It's just next. It's just next. Not much difference there.
Yes, bro.
You understood it?
So yes,
he's already giving up the fruits. Now he understands that Krishna is a wholesale proprietor of the fruits. He just gives the fruits to Krishna. Now he will become Bhakti Yogi.
Okay. If he does not give, Prabhu?
In Nishkam Karma Yogi. That is also
Yeah.
better. Eventually, you'll understand also. Jnana will come eventually.
Mm-hmm.
The result
Jnana
of
Yoga
Nishkam
and
Karma
Buddhi
Yoga is
Yoga
what?
is different, Prabhu.
Huh?
Jnana Yoga and Buddhi Yoga are different.
Jnana Yoga, he does everything in the knowledge. See, in the Karma Yoga means, see, we are seeing it as exclusively different. Huh? We are seeing now.
Mm.
Karma Yoga
Yes.
means acting on action. He doesn't have any knowledge.
Mm.
In the beginning, he gives up the fruits. Slowly,
Mm.
slowly, he gets the knowledge that Krishna is supreme person. He comes to know that knowledge eventually.
Mm.
Oh, I'm unnecessarily wasting the fruit. I should better give to Krishna.
Mm.
Then he will come to Bhakti Yoga only,
Yes, Prabhu.
So that jnana, coming that jnana, Krishna is the doer, then also he may continue to give up the fruit. Actually, we are seeing them differently right now,
Mm.
exclusively differently. But to the degree he is giving up the fruits, slowly the knowledge also will come.
Okay.
But we recommend, like in Krishna consciousness, very simple. In the beginning only you give the fruits to Krishna. Now you transcend all these paths.
Okay.
In the Vedic paths, in the one step by other step only you have to go. He doesn't know any knowledge. He is not in contact with devotees, no.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Prabhu.
When it comes to devotees, now everything what do they do? They dovetail to Krishna. Now it becomes devotion that is for devotees.
Okay.
Now, example is a person who is earning money. He is giving some money to somebody else. That money is not there with him. So he is restrained from sense gratification, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
When he is restrained from sense gratification, so knowledge will arise. To the degree you do sense gratification, knowledge will not arise.
Okay.
Correct, no?
Yes, Prabhu.
So he's giving up the fruit slowly. So the Vedic path is like Karma Yogi will perform his karma for almost lifetimes together. Then he gets knowledge. Then he does that Nishkama Karma Yogi in knowledge. Then eventually, oh, Krishna Supreme, I would have done for him. Then he comes to Bhakti. Bahunam Jnana Janmanamante. That Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate. But devotees, what do they do? They cut short all these lifetimes directly. Okay, you give some fruits to Krishna first, beginning. Directly Krishna, Nishkam Karma Yoga. Bhagavad Arpita Nishkam Karma. Means lowest rung of devotion service, they push devotee.
Okay.
Comment actually, the devotee is like, millions of lifetimes are saved.
Always gradually one has to go.
Lifetimes it will take.
Yes,
where are we?
Here on Buddhi Yoga means transcendental loving service to the Lord. Such devotional service is the right course of action for the living entity. Only Misers desire to enjoy the fruit of their own work just to be further entangled in material bondage. Except for work in Krishna consciousness, all activities are abominable because they continually bind the worker to the cycle of birth and death. One should therefore never desire to be the cause of work. Everything should be done in Krishna consciousness for the satisfaction of Krishna. Misers do not know how to utilize the assets of riches, which they acquire by good fortune or by hard labor. One should spend all energies working in Krishna consciousness, and that will make one's life successful. Like misers, unfortunate persons do not employ their human energy in the service of the Lord.
Swami, to read this?
Krishna here criticizes karma done with material desire. The actions done with material desire are far inferior to Nishkama Karma Yoga offered to the Supreme Lord. Take shelter of Nishkama Karma Yoga. In this verse, Buddhi Yoga refers to Nishkama Karma Yoga rather than Bhakti Yoga.
Okay. Bhakti Yoga is Bhagavad Arpita Nishkam Karma, right? Clear? So, Nikhil Bro.
Yes, bro. In this verse, Buddhi Yoga refers to Nishkama Karma Yoga rather than Bhakti Yoga. Yes, bro. Understood.
Prabhupada translated as Bhakti only because he wants to tell the conclusion and the beginning.
Okay.
Because people may not read other verses, no? People like us, tomorrow they may not come to class. May not learn.
Yes,
so that's what Prabhupada tells. Karma Yoga also has Bhakti Yoga only.
Okay.
Jnana Yoga and Sankhyana, Karma Yoga and Yoginam. Like this, Krishna tells in third chapter. Na?
Yes.
Third, 3:3, I think. 3:3. I'll show you. See? See this one. 3:3. What is saying? Jnana yogena sankhyanam, karma yogena yoginam. Okay. So this is the translation for proper saying. Some are inclined to understand by empirical philosophical speculation, others by devotional service. Where is devotional service? Karma yogena, no?
Yes, bro.
Karma yogena means what devotional service, proper saying. He tells everything about karma yoga means devotional service only. The purport, whole process of the same principle more clearly explained. Buddhi Yoga, 61st verse, everything Prabhupada talks about bhakti only. Krishna consciousness, the philosophers, Krishna consciousness, everything is Krishna consciousness. Why? That is the love of Prabhupada to all of us. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Read purport.
The verse speaks of the inferior nature of Kama Karma. Kama Karma, which causes problems such as birth and death, is far inferior. Durena Avaram to Nishkama Karma, Buddhi Yoga, which brings about the understanding of the true nature of Atma. Because of this,
Nishkama Karma brings about Buddhi.
Because of this, take shelter of understanding the Atma, Buddha Sharanam Anvicha. Perform Nishkama Karma Yoga. Those who desire results, Phala Hetava, who performs the inferior actions, are unfortunate and miserable. Kripanaha, being under the control of the flow of birth and death, caused by their
miser is a miserable person. Right? Miser, one who does for one's own sense gratification, is a miserable. Kripanaha is miserable.
Being under the control of the flow of birth and death caused by their karma karmas, we should not be such a kripana. The misers, greedy for some inexperienced morsel of happiness from their hard-earned wealth, cannot give up their wealth, and are thus cheated of the great happiness of giving. Those persons who perform karma karmas, greedy for insignificant results from their great toil in performing actions, are cheated of the greatest happiness of realizing the Atma. This is an indication of the word kripana or miser.
So they cannot give up their wealth, they cannot give up their great happiness in giving. They're cheated of the great happiness in giving. So if you give, then you'll be happy. That's not the point. If you just keep it for yourself, you'll not be happy. You are the kripana. Is there any clear? Is there any questions?
So karma jnana bhakti. That's it now, bro.
Karma jnana and ashtanga also may be there in middle. These are different rungs of the ladder. Highest rung is bhakti.
Yes, bro.
Okay. So when we study them exclusively, but they're not exclusive. Some mixture of all may be there in the practical sense.
A karmi may be doing a little bit bhakti also.
Yeah.
Like that. So he may eventually come to bhakti.
Knowledge should be coming. So little knowledge can come. Little knowledge might have come. Then he's still doing karma. Okay. But he is called karma yogi then.
Okay.
Karma yogi. Means he's giving some fruits to Krishna.
Yes, bro.
Then karma yogi is.
Okay, bro.
All the fruit is giving to someone else, then is a nishkama karma yogi. Somebody is giving all the fruits to Krishna, is nishkama, bhagat arpita nishkama karma.
Okay, bro. Not it.
Basically, karma yogi will get slowly knowledge. Jnana yogi will become slowly. Ashtanga yogi will become then Paramatma relation. Like this, step by step, he will come in the Vedic cycle. But when they come across devotees, then shoot up, quickly elevation they will take. They understand bhakti, loving devotion service to Krishna. Okay. Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Samayat Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Entire Gaur Premanandi.